Hey! What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, my name is Jeremy, aka, well, come on! It's your boy, IPG, Red, Purple, Gold. Now, before we get into the brand new episode of RPG and an all-new review for you guys, I just wanted to take this time to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't had a chance to do so already, because I'd love to have you as part of the family. Also, make sure to just take a couple seconds, like the video, give it that thumbs up. Well, wait. Oh, see, you're already done. See how easy that was? Super simple. Also, right down there below in that comment section, leave any comments that you like, because it's definitely the best way to get that dialogue started. And as always, ding ding, ding ding, the bell gang, bell gang, bell gang. Make sure and hit that notification bell so that each time I post a brand new video, you'll be the first to be notified, and then you can be able to take in that content whenever you would like. Well, guys, without further ado, we are here on a brand new episode tonight of my ongoing series, RPG Reviews, Previews, and General News. And we're going to be doing a new review tonight, and you guys, I am so freaking excited about this one. This is probably one of my favorite artists, especially just in the, rap hip-hop scene, probably one of my top 3 of any of the artists that I listen to. So I'm super excited about this review tonight. And the new album that we're going to be talking about today is going to be the brand new mixtape from Wiz Khalifa called Fly Times Volume 1, The Good, Fly Young. Alright, and so guys, like I said, this is the brand new mixtape by Wiz Khalifa, and as I said, he is one of my absolute favorite artists. Now, this new mixtape was actually released on April 19th, 2019. Now, you guys, like I said, Wiz Khalifa is one of my favorite artists, and I've been following him for a long time. If you remember the very first episode that I did kind of introducing this brand new series, I had said that one of my fraternity brothers, one of my best friends, Wes, that he was the one who had let me know, I think it'd be a good idea for you to do something like reviewing albums and doing different previews and things. Well, he was actually the one to get me into Wiz. He was the one who first introduced me to him as an artist, and he was a person that was completely brand new to me, so I had no idea who he was. And he was also an artist, like, it wasn't like, oh, I think I've heard the name before or something like that. Brand new, and Wes introduced me to him, and I've just been obsessed with following his career ever since then. And so for now, up to this point, it's probably been a good, 8 to 10 years almost that I've been following, Wiz and his career up to this point. So it's definitely something that's really special for me anytime he releases a new mixtape or is featured on a new song or, puts out a full album. And that's also the other thing about Wiz that I love is that when he does a mixtape, he does them so well that sometimes it's difficult to hear the difference between the mixtape and the full album release. So I always think that that's something with Wiz that I think is really cool. Now, one of the things I always love to do for you guys is to be able to show you the album cover art so that you can be able to go out and find the album yourself and definitely listen to it if you haven't had a chance already. But here we go. Here is the album cover right there. I'll zoom in, pull back out a little bit, zoom in one more time. So that is the album cover art for his brand new mixtape, Fly Times Volume 1, The Good, Fly Young. Now, and when it comes to Wiz, like I said, when it comes to his mixtapes, when he releases one of those as comparatively to a full album, it's so hard to tell the difference because each one is just incredible. And that's one of the things that I love about Wiz. But if you guys remember when I did my top albums of 2018, his last full album, Rolling Papers 2, was probably top 3 albums of my favorite albums of the entire year of 2018. So again, not just a person that I have been following, but somebody whose music that I absolutely love and am always waiting to, you know, be so excited for when I know he's going to be coming out with new music. Now, as of course I always love to do on any one of my reviews, is to let you guys know, of course in my own humble opinion, some of my favorite songs off of the brand new mixtape, The Good Fly Young. So for me, some of my favorite songs from the album are Taylor, Goat Flow, or Greatest of All Time, featuring The Moonlight, Back to Winning, featuring Ty Dolla $ign, What You Deserve, Taylor Life, and All For You, also featuring The Moonlight. But of course, you guys, I know why you're here. You want me to get into the meat and the potatoes. You want to know what my final score is for the brand new mixtape from Wiz Khalifa. Okay, I know it. I know it. You cannot lie to me. I know that's why you're here, and that's why I'm going to give it to you. So, for the final verdict for the brand new mixtape, I mean, this album is incredible. I would say it is on par with Rolling Papers 2 and probably will be there within my top 10 for the albums of 2019, even though this is only just a mixtape and not a full album release. But something that I found when I was listening and just obsessed with Rolling Papers 2 was his focus on, and different on that album and this album than any of his other albums previous to that, because he's always had features on his albums, but usually he'll have, you know, he'll have people from his crew, he'll usually have Ty Dolla on 1 or 2 maybe, and he'll have just a mixture and then some with just himself. Well, on Rolling Papers 2 and on this album, he's showcasing like 2 or 3 featured artists on several songs. So not just 1, maybe 2 like a Ty Dolla, but on like 3 or 4 songs per featured artist. So I think that's so cool. So on Rolling Papers 2, The Moonlight, who on this album is on Goat Flow and All For You, was one of my favorite featured artists on that album. Every single song that he was on for Rolling Papers 2 and for The Good Fly Young are some of my absolute favorites, just because, again, a lot of times that we talk about it, and I will talk about it in a lot of my reviews, that dichotomy of the sound of Wiz mixed with this really just beautiful melodic sound of the Moonlight's voice and his singing, as opposed to Wiz and just that way that he delivers his raps and the lyrics that he puts out. It's amazing. But on this one, on The Good Fly Young, he has a new featured artist that he's showcasing in like literally 4 or 5 songs. And the new artist is called Young Deji. And again, I love the fact that he's doing that on these last 2 albums. Not that because he hasn't done it before, but just because it's something new, I'm actually finding it really, really refreshing and really fun to hear them. And because of Wiz and the level of just his professionalism and how amazing of an artist he is, he's picking people for these songs that are incredible. So when you hear The Moonlight on the 2 songs he's on this album and like the 3 or 4 that he's on for Rolling Papers 2, it's such an amazing sound that they both bring together, that they both mold with each of their different styles, putting them together in one song. Young Deji is similar, not as much. He does sing, but it's not in the same way like The Moonlight. But again, he's on like 3 or 4 songs, so it's really cool to hear all of those different styles for, you know, the different tracks that he is on. Now, for this album, I'd probably say that I'm listening to it you know, maybe 1 to 3 times a day. So I'm definitely just obsessed with this one, just like I was with Rolling Papers 2, and I'm listening to it constantly. But also, Wes and myself and Jesse, or, you know, of course, as you guys know him better, Mr. Supreme Savage himself, the man, the myth, the legend, and then a couple of our other bros were actually hanging out at Wes's place last weekend, and we actually just had this album on in the background. And, you know, it's always nice and easy to have music playing in the background, but something that I love about this album specifically is that you can have it as background music, still be having a great time and just conversating and hanging out with your bros, you know, or whoever you're with, but it's just so fun to have the music on in the background as well. And, you know, because some albums are really more so that if you're going to sit down and listen to it, you need to sit down and listen to it. Not every album can just be played in the background, you know, just as filler noise. And so I thought that was also very cool, in addition to just how amazing the album is and how much I personally am listening to it, how fun it was to just have it going on in the background as well when I was hanging out with those guys last week. So, because of all of those things, wrap them all up into one, make them that snowball, and boom, they're coming right at your face! I'm giving the brand new mixtape by Wiz Khalifa, Fly Times Volume 1, The Good Fly Young, a score of 9 out of 10 points. Well, you guys, again, I'm so thankful and happy for all of the love and all of the support on this ongoing series, on all of the different series that I have here on the channel, and just for everything that you guys do. Thank you so much, and I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. But until the next episode, you know what to do. Keep it locked right here on the channel with your boy, IPG, Red, Purple, Gold. So again, like I said, until I put out that next brand new episode, peace.